Alright, hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm WildSparrow and it's been a long time since you've last seen this. This is our UFC save and this is the last video that I will make about this save. We have made it to 25 years. That was my own little personal goal. The save has been released on Twitter. If you don't follow me there, you probably missed that. I'll make sure to put a link in the description. If I forget, call me out on that. But this is the final installment of our UFC save, our 25-year-long in-game, 25-year-long, obviously, save. Now, before we get into the specificities of all that has happened in these 25 years, let's look at our current champions. I want you to know where the company stands right now. Our two-time cruiserweight champion, Jay Lethal, our current heavyweight champion on his first reign ever since January, Bray Windham, who has found success since reforming the family in 2019. The Intercontinental Champion Chris Hero, my favorite wrestler. Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton reunited in 2020 and won 2018 actually won the tag team titles again. When did they actually win it the first time? Yeah, they reunited in 2018. They've been a team ever since because Lesnar is getting a bit old. And while while Lesnar is getting a bit old, Orton is just about the same age, but hasn't been on the decline as the stats indicate. I mean, time decline is a good functionality. Personally, I like it. It allows me to see who's on the list. Lesnar is not on this list, but his performances have been shit. But I can watch out for when these guys' performances are not as good. Man, to get rid of such a useful screen that a lot of people use, you'd have to be kind of an idiot to do that. Bit of a mistake there. Right, our franchise players are Okada, Lesnar, Windham, Nakamura, and Gargano, as you could see. But we're not done with our champions. No. Tag team, Lesnar and Orton. Trios, Drew Galloway, Pac, and ZSJ. Our women's champion, Shana, Portugal's perfect athlete, who is also a former women's tag team champion. Of course, this is the final version, so I had to give a little nudge for Shana to be our women's champion, for you guys to have that as you start. Yoshirai and Evie are our tag team champions. I believe Evie's on like her fourth reign with the tag team titles. Each reign has been with a different partner. Yeah, there we go. Her fourth reign, yeah. She's won it with Tennille Taylor, Kimberly Kana, and now Yoshirai. She keeps changing partners. Bit weird. She's also a former women's champion, two-time women's champion, whereas Io Shirai has won the tag team championships as well, but I don't remember with whom. With back when she was with Stardom, the stable that invaded in 2014 when I bought out Stardom. Our world champion Okada. Not much of a story here. He was just brought up again because he was in developmental. If you guys downloaded the previous versions, he was in developmental for a lot of that time, mainly because misbehavior. He kept misbehaving backstage, so I put him in developmental so he wouldn't, turn people against a wrestler. Lo and behold, someone else did that, and I'll show you guys exactly what happened. It wasn't Drew Galloway that did it. Drew Galloway was a victim. But as you can see, a lot of strong... oh, wow. They've disappeared. Okay, so Joel Murphy and... that was a quick relationship. Joel Murphy turned everybody against Drew Galloway. So I kind of sent him down and brought Okada up. He's been behaving, so I gave him the world title. He's also very good in the ring, which is quite helpful. Our tag teams, you guys can see Brotherhood, Windham and Ciampa, former tag team champions. Chaos, Nakamura and Okada. Hate Empire, I didn't make this team. The BCW, my developmental, made this team. Just took them, honestly. Hero and Castagnoli, the kings of wrestling. Lesnar and Orton, no name. New Majesty, you know these guys if you've seen it. Don't remember them winning the tag team titles. Stinerico, The Chosen Dragons, my absolute favorite tag team that I've made, with excellent chemistry, 10-time tag team champions. The Young Bucks, 4-time tag team champions, obviously a team in real life as well. Creative meeting. We have our franchise players, which you've seen. Our next big things, Declan Mcmahon. That's something that I wanted to show you guys. I'll show you. Declan is a regen that the game is storylined to create. The grandchild of Vince McMahon, the son of Shane and Marissa. He popped up quite a while ago, but I hadn't noticed him. So I signed him up in September. When he popped up in March, I kind of wanted to give him a bit of a push, but he's young, so I might just refrain from that. Nonetheless, this is the last video, so I might just give him a little bit of a win. Our hot prospects are Declan again, Mayu Iwatani, another regen, Pascal Thomas, and David Finlay Jr. Our talk the talk, The Rock, Brock Lesnar, Gargano, Bray, and Dua Nation. Our showstoppers, Uwa Nation, Okada. Uwa Nation is a guy that I wanted to push for the longest time, but every time I give him a little bit of a push, he goes off and has an MMA fight. He's undefeated in MMA. I'll give him that. He is undefeated, but as you can see, every time I try to push him and I want to push him, he just buggers off and does the UFC. Real UFC. Not that this is fake. This is clearly real. Kazuchika Okada, I nailed it. I didn't mess it up. Shinsuke Nakamura, Ricochet, and John Morrison. Ring Generals, Okada, Janie Malenko, One Nation, Nick Jackson, Johnny Gargano. Our Momentum, Who's Hot, Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, Jay Lethal, Cherry Bomb, and Chris Hero. Cherry Bomb, a former women's and women's tag team champion, I believe. That's not how you check that. I'm an idiot. BCW Women's, UFC Money in the Bank Women, UFC Women's Tag Team with Kimberly and Candice LeRae. Really, she won the title with Candice LeRae? Oh, I remember that. I think that was at a UFC Canada. I don't think I meant to do that. There are a few title reigns that you clearly see that I didn't mean to do them because they go, okay, this person is champion for like 8 months, loses the title, wins it back the next show. That's an indication I didn't mean to have the title change hands then, but I don't really like replacing the champion. Just because I made a mistake, I heard a noise. Okay, who's hot, who's not now? Mia Shirai, Kofi Kingston, Athena, Kaylee Ray, John Morrison. John Morrison, who's a former cruiserweight champion, Intercontinental champion, Trios champion, and he won the Money in the Bank, having never successfully cashed it in. He's also a former BCW World Champion and a WWF Television Champion. Of course, that title means nothing here. Our time decline, Styles, Punk, Danielson, Colon, and Shibata. And in the hidden gems, people that we could sign that are available is Eric Anthony, Lacey Von Erich, Ross Von Erich, Tina San Antonio, and Buggy Nova. Yep, that's certainly a list of people. Okay, in our medical, I don't think we have anybody injured, but cheerleader Melissa, is on maternity leave, so that's cool, I guess. Our show history, as you can see, I cut off every single show so that I could put this video out before TEW 2020 came out. It's been postponed to probably the 14th of May. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I don't think I'm gonna buy it. I don't see myself buying that game and playing it. I'd rather just stay with 2016. It's much more to my liking. There's no mentions of my playstyle being brain dead or functionalities not being good because Adam Rowland doesn't use them. The interface on this game does not make my eyes bleed. As you can see, my eyes are fine. They've been fine for the 4 years that I've played this game. 2016. Yeah, four years that I've played this game. So I'm just gonna stick to this. Cause boy, I tell you that 2020, not a good game. Not a good game at all. Anyway, back to what I was doing. As you can see, we dropped in size as well. We were global. We dropped down international. That's probably because I'm doing 6 shows a year. It's not a whole lot. But yeah. Okay. What else? Our stables. Our active stables are the Brotherhood, Wyndham, Moxley, and Ciampa. The New Age Kings, they came back recently. The Clubhouse. Now, I didn't buy Disney Wrestling Entertainment. I couldn't get around to that because they're Disney. How am I gonna buy them? So I did the next best thing. I stole most of their champions. The only reason I didn't steal more is because the other guy who was also champion was stolen by All Japan, Shingo Takagi. Now, I originally got Lethal, Shibata, Nichols, and Rush. They've won the Trios title, the Tag Team titles, the Cruiserweight title. I don't think they've won the Heavyweight title just yet. Exactly, they haven't. Lethal has won the Cruiserweight title. Lethal and Nichols won the Tag Team titles. And Nichols, Shibata, and Rush won the Trios title. The one member that hasn't won a championship yet is Jindrak, and he's fairly recent. I stole him like early this year. I want to say, I think it was that. Yeah, UFC, May 2022. So I stole him like 6 months ago or something like that. 7 months ago. So he hasn't really had the chance to make an impact. He's a lower mid-carder still, whereas Jay Lethal's a main eventer, and he wasn't when he arrived. He was a mid-carder. Mikey was a lower mid-carder. He's an upper mid-carder now. I think Shibata didn't rise up much. He's just a mid-carder, and Rush, I think, is still lower. No, he's a mid-carder now. Cool. Oh, legendary technical. Nice. So he hasn't built up as much. I might give them like a trios title reign, like Jindrak, Shibata, and Rush, have them be the trio, whereas Nichols and Lethal become sort of like the tag team, and they can branch out into the cruiserweight and heavyweight divisions while still being a tag team. It might be what I do. Not sure though. The save that has been released into the wild, as you can probably guess, is pre-25th anniversary show, so you guys can just book the show however you like. You can change every champion. You can have a tournament. You can do whatever you want. You can schedule more shows. You can cancel all shows. You can quit the company entirely and just watch the game unfold and join another company. You're free to do whatever you want to do. And I think that's, one of the most fun aspects of TEW 2020 is that you allow the community to play how they want to play, because you don't have to fit someone else's play style, I wouldn't dare, think of removing things that some people might enjoy in something that I release, and then insult people for using things that I put in a game that I released, that I then removed. Now, I wouldn't do that. Be an idiot to do that. Anyway, on to our Hall of Fame. As you can see, we have a lot. I'm saying as you can see a lot. We have a lot of people in our Hall of Fame. We have Adam Copeland, Bill Goldberg, Bret Hart, Bryn Fawn, Charlie Haas. Bryn Fawn is an announcer. He has been here for years and years and years. I think he's been with us for ever. Well, he's not with us anymore because he's retired. 2008. Wow, I actually signed him like 10 years after the fact. He's 68, but he's retired though. He left the business, so I put him in the Hall of Fame. Charlie Haas, Chris Jericho, Christian Cage, Punk and Jericho, former UFC Tag Team Champions, winner of the UFC Tag Team Classic. Doug Williams, an original. Eddie Guerrero, Haas Brothers, the Hardy Boys, the Hart Foundation. Jeff Hardy, Jim Ross, Joey Styles, Jushin Liger, Kevin Nash, Kurt Angle, Matt Hardy, Owen Hart, Ric Flair, Russ Haas, Shawn Michaels, Steve Williams, The Rock, Suicide Blondes, The Undertaker, and William Regal. Now, we're going to induct every single person that is eligible for the Hall of Fame except ourselves. CM Punk is now in the Hall of Fame. Chris Hero, Kana, Bryan Danielson, Drew Galloway, The Chosen Dragons, Melissa, Nakamura, Styles, El Generico, Brock Lesnar, Prince Devitt, Castagnoli, Tyler Black, Kings of Wrestling, The Young Bucks, Randy Orton, Zack Sabre Jr., Lesnar and Orton, Kazuchika Okada, Samoa Joe, Cody Rhodes, Kieran Burns, Cherry Bomb, Johnny Gargano, Mercedes KV, Juice Robinson, and nobody else. And look at this, look at this Hall of Fame now. Not a good look. This was not a good look. 2-time world champion, 2-time trios champion, 3 times cruiserweight champion. Let's look at our records. The reason I started this in Monday week, 1st of December 2022, because that's the official start date for this save 25 years ago. Monday, week 1, December 1997. That's when it started. So let's get into our title records. Our youngest champions, our youngest world champion, Drew Galloway at 21, Kana at 20, Kevin Steen at 21, Drew Galloway again at 19, El Generico, cruiserweight champion at 20. Johnny Gargano was our youngest heavyweight champion. He won it at the age of 28 because the title, its original version, didn't last much longer. The original UFC heavyweight title sort of just, I forgot that it existed, so I stopped booking it and lost all prestige, so I just canned it, made a new one. Youngest Money in the Bank winner, Tyler Black at 20, and women's Ariel at 22. Our longest reigns. AJ Styles has the longest reign of any in the company, cruiserweight champion, for 3 years and 11 months, nearly 4 years. CM Punk, longest reigning heavyweight champion at 2 years, 8 months. CM Punk is also the longest reigning Intercontinental champion at 1 year, 11 months, and 2 weeks. Trios titles have been held for 1 year and 2 months by Tyler Black, Ricochet, and One Nation. As you can see, like the semblance of a push here. Like, I tried. Lesnar and Orton had the tag team titles for 2 years and 2 months. Cherry Bomb had the women's title for 1 year and 11 months. And Johnny Gargano had the world title for 2 years and 1 month. So that's our records. Let me see if I can find Gargano's reign. Yeah, see? 14 defenses. I think the most impressive one is still AJ Styles' 54 defenses. That man defended the title 54 times, nearly 4 years of championships. I'm honestly impressed that I didn't have him drop the title sooner. Let me see if I can find his defenses. Because to me, yeah, there we go. Yeah, he lost it to who? To Adam Cole. There you go. He lost it to Adam Cole. He had beaten him before. He had beaten him before a few times, but I wanted to bet on the future, and whilst AJ Styles was still good, I wanted him to have a good match as he lost the title. And as Adam Cole is a bit younger, I felt like that was the safest option. Then I went with Cody Rhodes, John Morrison. Then I went a little bit older for John Morrison, yeah. Back to younger for Ricochet, Cody Rhodes, Adam Cole. Back to older for Lethal Nakamura. And my next champion probably would have been somebody younger. Hell, maybe even, let me check. Declan. Yeah, I'd probably put the title on Declan. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'd probably put the title on him. Actually, I might just do that. I might just say fuck it and go for it. Our best show. Let's see our best show. Top 100 events. Our tournament kickoff show in March 2007. That was one of our 2 100 rated shows. So let's look at that. So March 2007 and March 2010. So March is a good month for us. Where's our history? Here we go. So March 2010. First, let's go to 2010 to our UFC Canada event, our 100 rated UFC Canada event. A lot of different matches there, as you can see. The Motor City Machine Guns were still here. Amy Duma was still here. Gail Kim was still here. James Storm was also still here. Bobby Roode. It's a different card. It's a very different card, I will say that. Jericho. Jericho was still here in the main event back then. That's impressive. See how I scrolled that? Isn't that a good feature that I can scroll? Anyway. Tournament kickoff. Here we go. It was genuinely just a tournament kickoff. Nash and Angle kicked things off apparently. I don't remember why this happened. Was there a payoff to that? Was there any kind of... Nope. There really wasn't a payoff. 71,000 people in the Citrus Bowl in Florida. Watch CM Punk versus Kenny Omega, Styles versus Undertaker, Kane versus Castagnoli, Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Speedy Williams, Mystico versus Paul London, Nick Jackson versus Alex Shelley, John Morrison versus Kevin Steen, and Juventud Guerrera versus Eddie Guerrero. And this was... When did this culminate? Was... Hello? Here we go. AJ Styles won the entire tournament, the King of the Ring. He beat Castagnoli in the finals. Yeah, so if I go... Nope. So if I go here, I will still see... Yeah. Oh, he's won a lot of titles. Look at that. Never won the tag team titles. That's the one title that has eluded AJ Styles, but he's a Hall of Fame inductee. So that's worth something. Definitely. Right. I'm going to have a bit of a skip here. A bit of a cutaway to the show. So I will see. All right. And it is now time for our final show with UFC, our 25th anniversary. It's going to be booked as a straightforward December event, Money in the Bank matches, all the titles on the line. But before we get into that, I just want to show off a little bit that I signed the best young prospect in wrestling today, Declan Mcmahon, before he was even declared the best young prospect in wrestling today, might I add. Okay, now let's get right into booking this show. As you can see, we replaced the champion right here. For the first half of this video, we had the world champion. Now we have the women's world champion. Just sort of a nice little touch, because I wanted to have them both, but to have them both on screen would make it feel a bit cluttered, so I just had to half and half it. So Okada got the first half, and I was going to have Shana, who is our actual women's world champion, but I couldn't find a proper good PNG of her, I'm going to be honest with you guys. And I had this very good one of Evie. It's not the latest version of her, the villainous version of the Dakota Kai. But it's still a good PNG. So, let's get right into our incidents. Pascal Thomas did something. He's being a jerk, physically attacking Prince Devitt, leading to a fight that had to be broken up, as his employer now have to choose how to deal with Pascal Thomas. He has done this before. He's gonna get suspended again. He's unhappy, but he had to get suspended. I don't give a rat's ass. What do you want, Easy? Alright. Come here. What do you want to say? You want to say something? No? If you guys didn't know, this is Easy. She loves attention. I started talking, she started meowing. So I would look at her and talk at her. Bit of an attention seeker, more so than her sister. They're adopted. We don't tell them, but they are. You don't know? Yeah, you don't know. Because clearly they look a lot alike. But we'll tell them when the time is right. Her sister knows, she doesn't. Anyway, on to what I'm actually supposed to be doing. Let's see. Where is it most important to run? Mid-Atlantic, it seems. Yeah, Mid-Atlantic. Alright. Assign as venue. Nope. Pick best venue. Charlottesville Stadium in Virginia. Cool. Alright, maybe let's not bite my hand. If you can. Thank you. Let's get into the actual booking. Let's book the Money in the Bank matches first, because those are always the most fun. And my criteria for this year's Money in the Bank, last year's I simmed the results and I put in a bunch of big names just to see who would win. CM Punk won, kind of boring that. So this year, we're not gonna have anybody above mid Carter, and within mid Carter, nobody that's won the world title. So Declan gets in. Has Adam Cole won the world title? No. I lose track of these things. Okay. Adam Cole wins the world title. It gets to be in Money in the Bank. AJ has been world champion. I know that. I don't want to have Carly Colon in there because he's from Disney. So I kind of don't really want to give him the platform. I'm gonna be honest with you. I took him just so Disney couldn't have him. Casinoli, have you won it? No, but you won the BCW world title, and that's quite the feat. And you're a 2-time Hall of Famer as well. So, okay, El Generico, Hall of Fame. Why are you in the Hall of Fame? Oh, the tag team title reigns. The tag team title reigns. That's the one. Okay. Maybe not you. Just screw it. Why not, El Generico. In fact, while we're at it, Kyle O'Reilly, you're new and you've been here before. I keep hiring and letting Mystico go because I have nothing for him. I hire him because he's so good, but then I have nothing for him to do. I'll put him in. Okay. ZSJ, sure. Wait, no, he's champion. He's champion of something. Can't be. Okay, Ricochet. And let's have David Finlay Jr. Just have him there. Just have David Finlay Jr. there for the Money in the Bank. Let's see who wins, and whoever wins has to get a push. And now the women's Money in the Bank. Okay. You've been brought up. You can debut here. It'll be awesome if you win, honestly. I'm not booking winners. Okay, so Evie and Yoshirai are tag team champions. Kira. This looks like the Norwegian Kira, named like the Norwegian Kira, is not actually the Norwegian Kira. Be right back. This is not actually the Norwegian Kira. I'm not sure why I'm wearing these. I'm not actually. I don't need audio. This is not actually the Norwegian Kira. This is the Canadian regen that the game generated. I think it's a regen. Let me check. Yeah, but she's not actually Kira. She's just named that. Don't know why, but I found it amusing, so I signed her up. Not what I was checking either, by the way. I was checking title history. Never won Money in the Bank. Okay, you can go in. Scarlett, I think you won Money in the Bank. Yeah, but you didn't win the women's title, but you won Money in the Bank, so you're out. Chantel Taylor won the women's title, but never the Money in the Bank. Okay. Maybe Athena. Let's have her there. Yeah, she's never won anything. Wow, she's never won anything. Bit weird that. Who hasn't won? You're new-ish, right? I called you up recently, yeah? Hold on. Match history. There we go. UFC. Okay, so she's been in BCW this whole time, and then I scooped her up in 2022, I think. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, Mia Yim. Need to get a better picture. That one's not updated. Don't like it. Who else hasn't won anything? I don't think there's anybody else who hasn't won anything, to be honest. Kelly Ray. Yeah, there we go. Kelly Ray. Okay, Kelly Ray. There we go. Too much of a chance that she'll get injured. What? You don't... Huh? Is what? Did I read that right? You'll get injured for doing a Money in the Bank match. Okay. I mean, you could have won. You know, you could have won. Now I'm scrambling. Brittany Knight, you haven't won anything, right? BCW Women's Title, BCW Women's Title. That's not, doesn't count as winning anything. Doesn't really count. So we're gonna put you in the match instead of Jasmine, Aaliyah, for the women's Money in the Bank. I've never seen that message. I've never seen anyone who was healthy refuse to do a match. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Okay. Tag team titles. Let's put the titles on the line. The tag team titles are held by Lesnar and Orton. Cool. Let's have them defend. Nope, that's the trios champion. That's the heavyweight champion. Gargano and O'Reilly. Well, O'Reilly's in the Money in the Bank. Is he not? Huh. Apparently I took out Kyle O'Reilly. Cool. Let's put him in a tag team title match. Teams Lesnar and Orton versus Hate Empire. Okay, cool. It's tag team. You know what? This can be a show stealer. Has the potential. Our Intercontinental Champion is Chris Hero. Who can we have him face? Okay. Maybe UI Nation. I really don't want to. Moxley? Okay, who has he defended against? Let's look at that first. Okay, he's defended in a Battle Royale. He's defended against Mystico, Punk, Nichols, Steen, Morrison. He beat Black for it, Ciampa to retain, Castagnoli, and Matt Sydal. But he hasn't faced Nichols. No, he has. Okay, he hasn't faced Nichols. Could be a good match. Chris Hero versus Juice Robinson. Never faced. Cool. 13 minutes, give or take, a bit less. Let's give him 10. Intercontinental. This could be the show stealer as well. Not booking winners. Not taking sides at all. Heavyweight. Bray Windham. What heavyweights are there here? So we have... Okay, hold on. Filter by title holders. Okay. Title holders, minimum size, middleweight. There we go. See how good the filters are in this game? I can just sort by push. It's very useful to sort by push. It's a feature that a lot of people enjoy. Anyway. We have Punk, Moxley, Steen, Nichols, Devitt, and UA Nation. Moxley obviously can be it. He is already faced, but it was kind of sort of like an exhibition match for the title. Not what I meant to do. Okay. Who has he defended against? He's defended against Okada, Lesnar, Moxley, Nichols, Robinson, and Nichols again. Okay. A lot of leeway. We got a lot of leeway. A lot of people he hasn't faced yet. That's cool. Bray Windham. Maybe we'll have him go against Steen. It's a good match. Yeah, good match. They haven't faced each other since 2020, and that was in a 3-man 6-man tag team match, so, you know. Let me see how good their stats are in terms of match history. Have they ever faced one-on-one? They've never faced one-on-one. This is their first time ever match. I'm booking first time ever matches. Nice. Didn't know I still had those. Yeah, just regular match. Win versus team. Don't need much. For the cruiserweight title, because I feel like there's a lot more lightweights than there are heavyweights, I might just do a big 6-man match, you know? So max size lightweight title holder, no. Our champion is Jay Lethal. Okay. And we can put in Nakamura. Good match. Actually, let's not put in Nakamura. Yeah, let's not put in Nakamura. Let's not put in Matt Jackson. Let's put in Bryan Danielson. Styles. Wait, nope. Bryan Danielson. Styles. Morrison. And now, I could have Ciampa. Ciampa's good. I like Ciampa. Then again, Dragon Lee though, he's young. I could bet on him for the future. Ciampa is a guy that I've tried to push a lot of times, but he doesn't get over. Like, he gets all the way up to like lower tier upper mid card, and then first sign of me wavering in like the push, just goes way back down into the lower mid card region. So I kind of soured on him a little bit. So I'm just gonna use Dragon Lee, who is, a good bet for the future. If he wins, he wins. If he doesn't, he doesn't. He probably won't. Like, the odds are very much against him. He has like 2 main eventers, an upper mid carder, 2 mid carders, and he's a lower mid. So I doubt that he'll win. Bit long that match, isn't it? Let's dial it back a little bit. Actually, let me check. Okay, let's dial it back a little bit more, because he's a lower mid again. Okay, and that leaves Okada to face Nakamura. That is our 25th anniversary main event. Okada versus Nakamura. They've met before at UFC Japan this year. They've also met before at NJPW events. As you can see, they have a long and storied history. They had a 92 rating at UFC Japan just earlier this year. Their previous encounter was the previous year. Oh, no, wait, they were on the same side here. When did they last face each other? January 2019. Look at that. UFC World storytelling match. No winners. Let's go to town, my dudes. Let's go to town. Okay, and that leaves 25 minutes to book the women's and the women's tag team title matches. So 10 to 15, yeah, kind of like I was doing the men's. Okay, Evie and Io Shirai are the tag team champions. Jasmine. I'm going to give you this, okay? I swear to God, if you tell me that you might get injured, I will not book you ever again. Then again, I probably will not book you ever again. Forgot the trios title. Just realized that. Let's cut back a few minutes on a few of these matches, because I completely spaced out on the existence of the trios title. Okay, That should be enough. Should be a short match either way. Let's have Drew Galloway. Matt Nick Jackson. Kenny Omega. Pac. And Zack Sabre Jr. The New Age Kings versus the Elite. Should be a short match, he says, while booking a 15-minute match. Okay, yeah, just like 7 minutes, make it around nice, even 10 for the Trios title. And that leaves us with 11 minutes. It's because these matches are so damn long. Let's actually open with the Trios. Then the Intercontinental. Let's have that. That moves back. Wait, no. That moves back. That moves forward. That moves back a bit. And that moves back a fair bit as well. That moves forward. I know these things don't matter, but just for my eyes, it's better. Okay. And the women's tag team match. I have 11 minutes, I believe. So Evie and Io Shirai are gonna take on. Fuck if I know. Not what I meant to see. Match history. Okay. Evie and Io Shirai have beaten Becky Knox and Brittany Knight, Kana and Mayu, Tenille Taylor and Toni Storm twice, Becky and Veda Scott, and Mayu Iwatani and Mia Yim. Then let's have them face Cherry Bomb and Kimberly, the Kimber Bombs. I mean, yeah, but what if this? Have they faced before? Not in a tag team match. Cool. I have 11 minutes. UFC Women's Tag Team match. 150. A nice round number. Okay. Cool. Jasmine and Review versus Shana moves back. This moves forward because it'll be a better match. Okay, I think we might be good. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Right, guys. This will be our last show with the UFC 25th anniversary save. I'm never going back to this. That's for certain. I want to move on. It's been real. It's been good. And let me just say that I do want to move on, but I will not probably move on to TEW 2020. There have been some, I don't think you've noticed, maybe you haven't, but there have been some thinly veiled shots taken at the game throughout this entire video. Reason for that is it's not a very good game, is it? So I'm probably not gonna buy it, probably not gonna make any videos on it, obviously, as a result. But I do hope they managed to turn it around. The reason why I'm so critical of the game is because I know the potential that it has, and the fact that it's stuck in a system from 20 years ago that was used because it was the most basic way to make this kind of game. I feel like that's not, it's not 2020. That system belongs in the year 2000, and it's about time it gets updated. The game could be a lot better if proper devotion and playtesting had been factored in, but it seems like it wasn't, honestly, and it's kind of sad. Let's get into our last UFC show. Can't wait to see who wins. Okay, Drew Galloway and New Majesty make defense number 9 of their UFC Trios titles. A 91 in-ring performance for Matt Jackson and a 97 for Drew Galloway, former world champion, former Intercontinental Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. He's won everything, including Money in the Bank, I think. 64 rating to start, not bad. Kira wins the UFC Money in the Bank women's Money in the Bank. She has the best in-ring rating. Second best rating goes to Brittany Knight. Third to Chantel. And from then on, it's Athena, then Kaylee Ray, and then Mia Yim. An 81 rating. Good. I should have started with that. I should have started with this match. Shit. Bit of a mistake. Juice Robinson wins the UFC Intercontinental title from Chris Hero. Look at that. With a 75 rating. Not bad. 90 rating for Juice Robinson. He is a former world champion as well. Couldn't stay over, apparently, which kind of sucks because I was really enjoying like the idea of pushing yet another new name. But you know, it is what it is. He got over with his tag team with CM Punk. Then they went their separate ways. Juice couldn't just stay in the main event, so he moved down. Maybe he'll move back up. Adam Cole wins the men's Money in the Bank. Let me see. In-ring performance of 87. Nice. 83 rating for the match. Cool. Bray Windham defends the heavyweight title against Kevin Steen for a 79 rating. 93 in-ring. Shayna defends the title over Jasmine Aribi. She could have won the Money in the Bank. Jay Lethal makes defense number 5 of the Cruiserweight title with a 90 in-ring performance. Second goes to John Morrison. Third to Cody Rhodes. AJ is getting a bit up there in age. As you can see, a 58, you know. Yeah, AJ Styles is declining. He's not being very consistent. You know, it is what it is. Age catches up with all of us. Evie and Yusha Rai defend the women's tag team titles over Cherry Bomb and Candice LeRae, former tag team champions in their own right. Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar beat the Hate Empire with an Ozone from Orton on Gargano. Got the crowd buzzing. And in our main event, Kazuchika Okada makes defense number 5 of the UFC World title with a 94 rating over Nakamura's 88. A rating of 88, not best, like not the best rating, but enough to scrape by. Let's make our speech. Drew put in a 97. So he deserves like good performance, my dude. Okada did well as well. As did Bray. Yeah. Right, and now we're gonna move on, see what awards we didn't win. We probably didn't win any because we put on like 6 shows that year. And honestly, they weren't that good. No real excuse there. They just weren't very good shows. I was trying to rush through to the end of the year to do the 25th anniversary. As soon as this loads up, eventually, 2023. Come on. Okay. Chris Raber. He's a former Young Wrestler of the Year. Now he's Wrestler of the Year. Let me see. Where is it? Title history. You'll see like Young Wrestler of the Year for all these years. He's been with the EWA for ages. I'll give him that. He's been with him since ever. I tried to sign him so many times. I tried, but like he just won't sign for me. And the thing is, he's a 12-time world champion for them, and they're not short reigns either. They're like 22 defenses, 25, 26 over there on his NWA World Heavyweight title reign. He's won the NWA World Heavyweight title. He's number 1 wrestler of the world. He won't sign for me, as you can see. He's not available. Don't know why. Like, he's never been because he founded EWA. See, now I get it. I never realized that. Never mind. That's why he won't sign for me. Okay, Company of the Year is EWA. Thumbtack Jack and Absolute Andy win the tag team of the year for the Nonconformists. Rebel defeating Daichi Hashimoto, a former UFC roster member, wins match of the year, show of the year, won by us, Europe 23. So let's look at that. Probably the Battle Royale one, wasn't it? Europe 23, Okada versus Gargano, nice. That was a good show. Alright. Cool, we had a little mini reunion of Punk and Robinson. Okay. Young Wrestler of the Year, Paris Star. Doesn't look like the Young Wrestler of the Year. Veteran, Karsten Kretschmer. Okay. Wesley Busick wins Female Wrestler of the Year for the 6th time. She's very good. She's a very good wrestler. Wait, has she worked for me? Have I employed her at one point or another? I had her in one of those eternal developmentals, you know, where I never actually bring them up. VCW is Most Improved Company of the Year, and King Kendo III is Independent Wrestler of the Year. Mayumi Ozaki, Manager of the Year. Jay Taro, Announcer of the Year. Mark Madden is Color Commentator of the Year. Todd Thurman is Referee of the Year. And Loki is the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. That has nothing to do with anything that I said before the fact, but it's just as true. EWA are signing away Taylor Ratana. I'm not renewing him. KPW. What does that stand for? Killer Professional Wrestling. Look at that. It's not very surprising, is it? Adam Cole, Dragon Lee, and Dragon Lee are getting sponsored by Danielson, Steen, and Jackson. And John Morrison is unhappy with how he has been booked recently. Not really my problem. Okay, so 2-time champion Juice Robinson. As you can see, I'll show you his championship reigns. He's former world champion, tag team champion with Punk, intercontinental champion, heavyweight champion. He's won everything that he can win except the trios title. That's the one thing that he's missing. Trios is yep, everything fine here. Okay. And Adam Cole wins the Money in the Bank. He's never won the world title. That's the one title that has eluded him besides the tag team title. So who knows? Maybe 2023 will be the year of Adam Cole. Either way, that'll do it for this video, and that'll do it for good for the UFC on this channel. It'll be the end of this series. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, for watching this video. I don't know how long it's going to be. I still have to edit it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Give me some suggestions for what I should do, because I'm not going to do TEW 2020. Let's face it. Let's be honest here. You can also follow me on Twitch, where I intend on going back to live streaming. Maybe some Football Manager. I definitely want to get into some Football Manager 2020. That's a good 2020 game. And yeah, that'll do it for this video. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in whatever I upload next.